Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 2 on Grizzly Mountain. As you can see, we cleared some trees away from our ramps here. We've even cleaned up the weeds and stuff here. We've extended our road some through this way and out a little further to make it easier access. And all the cleanup yesterday, we ended up taking another load to the mill, which has got us up to 157,000. And the rest of the cleanup here, as you can see, has given us another nice load. So we're going to head to the mill because we've got some decisions to make. I was approached yesterday by Mark Goodall. He come down to the site here. He's owner of Goodall Lumber, which is the company that we sell our logs to, that owns the mill down here. And he's asked for increase in loads that we bring. He's taking on a contract for some 8-meter cross ties. Wanting to know if we can haul some 8-meter stuff. But I told him to do that, we're going to have a little more money than what we have now, because we are in need of a couple more pieces of equipment. If we're going to do that, we're going to need a couple more tractors. Actually, we're going to need another tractor to skid with, since we're using the one JCB to load with. And we need another tractor with a blade on it to maneuver logs around, and also to hook the forestry mulcher to get rid of stumps and stuff. So he's talked to the bank for us on our behalf, and they've agreed to give us a $500,000 loan. So what I'm weighing right now are the options of, we already have I think it's a $21,000 lease payment on our Komatsu processor. If we can handle that and a pretty hefty loan payment to the bank, it's a great opportunity to grow our company some. And I think I'm going to do it. But I don't even know if we'll need to take the whole 500,000. So what we may do is just get the pieces of equipment we're going to need, and go from there. But it's nice that, like you said, that we have a line of credit at the bank now. There's 41,000. That's about 45 grand right there for the logs, guys. That's a good load. Now our 8-meter logs, those loads are not going to bring as much, but where Mark has went out on a limb for us there at the bank, I think we're going to try and get him some 8-meter long logs. So what we need to do now, we need to drive over here, and we need to stop in. First we need to find the bank. Let's see here. There we go, we can stop here. So we're gonna, I don't want to take out any more lease payments. So what we may do, we may borrow the whole 500,000. And then buy the tractors we need and the equipment, because we're going to need a couple of weights, and then buy the tractors we need, and we need to get rid of that lease payment on the Komatsu as quick as we can. There it is, guys. $500,000 loan. That puts it to $702,000. So we need to go over here into our shop, and we got a new mod Friday, in case y'all haven't seen. It's under, I think it's under small tractors. I think would be great. There it is. The Dutz Far Agristar. It's only $17.9. But obviously you're going to do an upgrading on it. So we can, we're going to put hydraulics on it. Oh, wrong way. I think we're just going to stick with Michelin. And we're going to want wheel weights. So we're gonna go trail board. Yeah, we'll turn that front attachment on. Engine setup. We're gonna go to the biggest engine setup we got. It's 143 horse. That's more than enough to run our wood, our forestry mulcher and a blade. So we need to. I think we're gonna go trail board to get wide tires weighted. Yeah, we're gonna need some weight on this, guys, to push. Let's select the rim color. I'm gonna go black. We're gonna black it out. I like that. Alright, let's buy that. So we need a leveler blade. We already have the mulcher, so all we need is the blade. I'll probably get this green one here. Yeah. It's a smaller blade, but it matches our tractor. Let's go ahead and buy that. Let's hook this up. This is a loud tractor, guys. But it's old school, perfect for the woods. Because she's going to get dirty, guys. Beautifully done mod. Alright, let's get backed up here. Oh yeah, she's loud. Well, she sounds like a nice piece of forestry equipment, don't she? Alright, there's that one. So we're probably going to get another JCB. Or do we bite the bullet and go big? Do we go to the Challenger? 420, that's going to take a big chunk of that money. Or even the New Holland. Can you put a weight on the front of the New Holland? That's the question. If we can weight this New Holland, that'd be about perfect. We can load some big loads of logs with that guy. But I think we're going to stay small right now. I think we should. We can load with the JCB we've already got. We might, we could skid with the deer. There's the fast track 8330. That's a big, large tractor. Put us a weight on the front, a bag and lift mod, and skid with this. But you're looking at 348 horsepower. That's a lot of horses. A lot bigger tractor than what we've been using. So right now we are using the Fast Track 4220. I do feel we need a bigger tractor, guys. I really do. But I like the look of the Fast Track. It's got more of a skidder feel to it. Let's see here. So we're good at 200 grand. What we got to do with our tires? Let's see what this is going to cost us. Twins. Just in case we need a loader attachment. We're looking at 203,000. That's 235 horse. I just feel we need a different piece of equipment instead of same old, same old. Let's see what else we got medium. Got the 6R. We might be going large, guys. There's an Optimus series of the case. We got 288 horses, 313 if we do it all the way. Wheel weights, wide wheel weighted. At what, 255,000. I'm about to go for the Challenger, guys. I think I'm going to. We don't need that big engine upgrade. 536 horse is more than enough. We can go twins, singles, single wheel weighted. There we go. Because we're going to have some narrow paths in the woods. We go twin, we might be hitting some, and we can always upgrade when we get a little money. Let's do it. We've done it. Alright, so I need another bag and lift mod. That's going to be on the Challenger. But we're going to have to run the, we need a weight for a JCB, so we're going to have to, we'll hook our weight for the JCB on this. Go to weights, weights. I want a big weight. I know it may be a little much, but we want to be able to keep the JCB on the ground. There's a 2300 weight. That's a big weight. That might be a little too much. And we'll go Challenger. We'll go on it. Let's see this one. We'll go JCB on it. Challenger. Let's get it. Dude, as we are set up. Right, this weight is going to be for the JCB. Let's see how major droppage on that tractor there. Alright, let's get our Challenger hooked up. These is $223,000. Now we could pay that back on the loan, which would make our loan a lot less. We're going to drive these boys out right quick to the site. But we own these outright, guys. All we got to do is haul some logs and make our loan payments. We'll park this here because until we start cutting in, we're not going to need this. Because I've looked on this tractor logging, and we really need to get to the back. There is some nice logs in the back part of this track. Wow, it goes loud. Let's go inside. So we need to get to the, we're going to start cutting us a line to the back part of our track there. So we've got some big trees up front here too, but we need to go ahead and get our road laid out. So we're going to load with the JCB. So we will drop this weight back here behind the JCB. Now this is going to be the tractor here, the Dutz, that we take back into the road, the hills with us, there into the track. And we're straightening our logs out there and do our mulching that we need to do out there. Let's get on the JCB. As you can see, I put the bag and lift mod on the front of the JCB this time. That's going to make it easier for us going up the ramp. Now this should allow us to bigger loads. So So we'll park it over here out of the way for now. Actually, we need to move our tops here. We could go ahead and get our wood chipper, but I really want to focus on getting this loan payment took care of real quick and getting the lease on our Komatsu took care of. But we do need to start chipping major. We might just go ahead and bite the bullet, guys, and do it. I believe we're going to. Because as we acquire a lot of tops here, we're going to start lagging. Let's drop our weight off. This is a wood chipper. As Mark said, they are needing some chips as well for the pulp mill. They're going to start processing wood chips and making paper. So, see what we got left after we do this, because we're going to need a trailer, a tipper. There we go. We need the gens. BA725D. That's leave her standard the way she is. There's 64 grand. And we need us a tipper. Probably just use the Fuego ASS298. It's a nice little trailer. So let's get to the job site, guys. It's a hard pull for the little JCB. We should have brought the Challenger. And we're picking up speed now. And like I said, we're not far away. This is the chipper we're going to go for, because guys, we can move it from site to site wherever we move. So we're going to place it about right here. Let's unfold it, we'll pop out. Go back over here and pick our weight back up. We'll get a log trailer up here, then we'll go we'll run back and we'll get our wood trailer the chip trailer be that's sitting there for a long while in its place. So let's just go ahead and take it first. That way we come back with our log trailer, we can just park it right there at the ranch where we're going to need it. There's some great detail, guys, on this stuff. Got the back window here. You see her headache rack there. There we go. Lined up. Should work. Make sure we're lined up before we go back and get our log trailer. Yeah, we're lined up. There we go. Since we're going to get our log trailer, we're going to take care of these chips right quick. A load of chips on here is going to bring you back, in this trailer here, I think it's a 42,000 liter trailer, I believe it is. It's going to bring you around $10,000 at the mill. The thing you got to try and do, guys, on Grizzly Mountain is don't send numerous loads of chips per day to the mill. The demand will drop, and as the demand drops, so does the price per load. So after about 12 loads, I figured it up, you'll pay off on wood chips at average, at regular cost per trailer load, around close to 10 grand a trailer load. You'll pay for your trailer and your wood chipper. So this is something, like I said, we're going to use. Help you get rid of tops that take up room in your trailers, and also cuts down on lag, because even these tops, guys, will cause lag on your logging deck here, on your loading deck. Too many tops around. So what we'll do out in the woods there, we'll push our tops around with our little Dutz forward tractor there, I guess is what it's called, and so we're going to position about right here for 8s. And it will, we'll push them around in the woods. Once we get a pile, we'll just hook to them with the skidder and bring them up here and load them and chip them. Ooh, we stubbed her up there. Oh, pieces lives right in there. No worries. She'll eventually go. Let's get our JCB. Just drop these in here, and whatever falls on the ground, we'll just pick up. It's a good way to get rid of a bunch at once. We didn't get rid of one. Oh well. As you will see, guys, in some of these, while I was telling you about the little to no value at the mill, it only shreds, so see right there, it stopped shredding. That whole rest of that log had no value. So that's why we shred tops. See how long it takes us to start shredding? Right there at the end. That whole top would have just took up space on your truck and had no value at the mill. So that's why we chip. And plus, like I said, if it takes a day or so of logging to fill this trailer, so be it. Full of chips. Cuts down on lag, keeps the deck clean, and every now and then you'll get a little load of chips worth 10 grand. And then there's sometimes, if there is a demand for wood chips, we'll drag a few down here and chip them up. Because you will, from time to time, you'll have the mill will let you know there is a demand for wood chips. So, and it'll be above average price. So we'll drag a few smaller trees down here and just chip them up and make a little extra money. Here shortly, we're going to get to work on some 8-meter logs. Remember, we have to now, before we took out the loan, we had to make at least 20 grand a day to pay our, I think it's 21,000 for our lease payment on the Komatsu. Now you're going to have about another 10 grand a day in interest for our loan. So we got to, we take about one load of 8-meter logs a day to pay our interest payment and our interest on our loan and our lease payment. So we should more than be able to do that. That's the only reason I was alright with taking out the loan. About to wrap this up here. But thanks to the loan payment, guys, we are legit full-scale logging now. We're processing chips. We've got all the equipment we're probably going to need for now. Like I said, we will need to eventually get us a fuel tank to bring out and set out here in the woods. We're also going to need a little toolbox. Get us a little toolbox mod, because this equipment is going to need repairs. Oh, where'd you go? Here's our last top. I believe it was our last top. Yes. That pile of tops there, guys, about, I'd say a little over a quarter. If that was leveled out, wouldn't be exactly half. Let's shut this off. Shut JCB off. And that's going to do it, guys, for this episode. For episode number 2. And, so, next episode we'll be cutting us a path through probably this direction. See, we got some big trees here, make some nice 8-meter logs. We're going to get about 1 8-meter log out of some of these here, but these taller ones, the further we get back, or the bigger they get, guys. These are some nice 8-meter logs, so we're going to clear us a path through here, probably this clearing here, and we'll stage logs here, and then we'll work around this and work our way back toward our path there to the job site. You see right here is our boundary tree, guys. So right here is our boundary for our property. That's what these are. These red and yellow lines on a tree. When you get to it, that's your boundary. You can't cut this tree. So our boundary stops right here. And over here is another piece of property owned by someone else. So if you get to a tree, guys, that even if it ain't marked and it says you're no access to this land, you've hit your boundary. So you can follow these boundary trees. Right here's another one. So we own over here. See? All this on this side of this little path here. And eventually we may come down this way, widen this out some. And we'll be loading logs from way down in here, guys. Nice little area here. You can follow this little trail out. And all it does is hook on around and come back. So we already got a loop. So we may clear a spot right through here and load. That way we're not skidding so far. So thanks for joining us in the forest, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you on episode 3.